Welcome into our final Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals game of the season. I'm Louis Del Rio. Alongside me, Adam Anderson. A big Alcott Valley matchup here tonight in Tolono. Unity hosting St. Joe Ogden, the final Alcott Valley matchup between these two schools, and a game with major playoff implications. And it's week 8, and I think we saved our best for last.
Yeah, it's a huge rivalry game. It's going to be a full house tonight. Really excited to watch this matchup.
Both teams need a win bad tonight. What do both schools have to do to come out of here with a victory?
First off, it's you really just got to stay calm. You got to play your game. We mentioned it is a rivalry game. They split last year. Unity did in St. Joe's season in the semis. I'm sure the Spartans haven't forgot about that. For St. Joe, really what they need to do, control the game on the ground, grind it out, and score points when you have the chance. For Unity, speed up St. Joe, get them uncomfortable, get them out into space, let your athletes take advantage of what they do best, and it's going to be a great ball game here tonight.
This game can't get any more important or big for both schools. Two-decade-long postseason streaks on the line. St. Joe Ogden, the longest playoff streak in the area with 25 years in a row. Unity, second on that list at 22. Something's going to have to give tonight. Should be a great game. But now we're going to send it over to our third member of the team, Hunter McKee, with our Kirby Medical Center injury report. 75 years of excellence, close to home.
Thank you, Louis. Great news down here. For the second straight week, there are no injuries from both schools. And St. Joe, they came off of a bunch from last week. They got all their seniors back, and they are ready to go. Both teams 100% going into this game. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Hunter. No injuries to report. Should be a great game here tonight.
Both teams are ready for action. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Kickoff coming up tonight here from Tolono after the break. Welcome back to our final Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals game. We're here in Tolono as Unity hosting St. Joe Ogden, the final Alcott Valley matchup between these two schools, and a game, Adam, with major implications. Of course, you're here with Louis Del Rio alongside me, Adam Anderson. Adam, as I said, a game with major playoff implications for both schools.
Yep, you know, you're in week 8. You got to start looking to week 9 and beyond, and both teams need a win here tonight.
And we're going to send it out to the field right now for tonight's coin toss. It's brought to you by Hickory River Smokehouse. All right, so Unity wins the toss out to first, so St. Joe Ogden will go on offense first. Adam, to you, as before we get started here with kickoff, St. Joe has the ball first. What do they need to do here to sort of set the tempo here to start this game?
You need a good opening drive. If you can open up with points, fabulous. If not, get deep into Unity territory, and just like what St. Joe loves to do, you got to establish the run. You got to establish it effectively. Unity can score the big plays immediately. So if they can eat some time off the clock, kind of limit the opportunities that Stephen Miggett and this Unity offense has on the field, that's going to play right into their hands.
You know, you've played in the area. You've been around a long time. You understand the rivalry of this magnitude between St. Joe and Unity. What does a game like this mean to these communities tonight?
You know, to these two communities, it was explained to me, it's like Michigan, Ohio State, Duke, North Carolina. It doesn't matter if they're both 8-0. They could both be 0-8. You're going to get a packed house. You're going to get two teams that circle this game on the calendar. And it doesn't matter who else they beat in the year. As long as they beat St. Joe or as long as they beat Unity, they're going to be happy.
And lucky for us tonight, Adam, no one's 8-0 or 0-8, but both major playoff implications. We'll start with St. Joe Ogden. They're 4-3. We all know to be playoff eligible, you need 5 wins, 6 to be guaranteed. So with 2 games left, St. Joe Ogden needs a win tonight to get that number 5. Unity's 5-2, just 1 win. They can guarantee themselves a spot. They play Bloomington Catholic next week, so they know this is a game that they must have here at home. So both teams looking for a big win. Should be a great matchup.
Yeah, and you also want to think about they're both in different spots with maybe you try to look to see who you might even play in Week 10. For Unity, it looks like they're going to be bumped up into 4A. That's a bigger class than they've ever played in before, and that's almost a different breed of teams. You're running into your Rochesters, your Mount Zion, your Taylorvilles, which are all great programs that they could see early in the playoffs, especially if they come in at 5-4. For St. Joe, they'll be a solid 3A team, but again, you at 5-4, you don't want to run into maybe a Wilmington again, who they lost to earlier in the year, a Williamsville or a North Mag from the Springfield area. So it's a big game on both sides.
All right, so we saw both teams rushing the field. Great crowd here tonight. We'll check out the Ellicott Valley Conference standings here. Obviously, Monticello, a team we've showcased twice here on our Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals. They're 8-0, third ranked in the state in Class 3A, and then you have Unity there at 5-2. St. Thomas More, a surprise this year at 6-2, then St. Joe Ogden there at 4-3, and Rantoul at the bottom. Tough season for them at 0-8. So there you are, your final Ellicott Valley Conference standings.
Yep, St. Thomas More had the big upset against St. Joe back in week 4 or week 5. Monticello 8-0. They've looked every bit of a top team in 3A to look out for once week 10 and beyond get here.
It's good to see St. Thomas More in the mix as well. We're always used to the same schools, and they have that kid DJ Lee at quarterback, a kid who's already been offered a scholarship to Louisville.
Yep.
Great talent on both sides of the ball. So the Ellicott Valley Conference has been pretty fun this year.
You know, growing up, the Ellicott Valley Conference was one that everybody talked about in small school football. As one that was known around the state. It looks a little bit different from conference realignments and stuff like that, but still a great small school conference.
All right, here we go. St. Joe Ogden, Unity in Tolono, our final Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals game, and we're off. Kickoff here received by St. Joe Ogden, and nowhere to go to start the game. All right, let's take a look at your Hickory River Smokehouse starting lineups. We'll start with the St. Joe Ogden offense. Of course, this offense led by Marty Wright, the quarterback, and then the players you need to look out for. Wide receiver Mason Kuhn, one of their top playmakers, and Jack Fritz there in the backfield. And the Unity Rockets defense, a great defense, of course, led by Scott Hamilton. You know that defense will be good every year. Look out for that outside linebacker, C.J. Parks. So Marty Wright under center to get this started. The toss out to Fritz. Takes it to the outside, and Unity defense all over it. Reads that play like a book.
Just smothered it up there. Nothing doing for Fritz, and not a good start if you're St. Joe. He really got back to the line. It looks like he got a favorable spot with even getting back to the line of scrimmage. But this Unity defense has talent, has a lot of speed. Surprising they went with a toss there on the first play.
Of course, Scott Hamilton in his 23rd year as head coach of Unity, 224 wins with this program, always doing a great job with the defense. Now second down for the Spartans. The play action, the pass outside. Looks like they picked up a nice chunk of yards there. Griffin Meeker to the outside. The senior with the play. They've made a Fox Illinois first down.
Just a simple play-action pass. Meeker sneaks out from the backfield. What St. Joe has always done and always been known for, they are more of a pro-style offense. Not a lot of spread. They're more your traditional, what you'd see on Sundays, which makes them unique in a way. They haven't really adapted. They've made this work, and they're a very successful program.
Nice touch there by Wright with that pass. So we're back to 1st and 10. Again, the toss to Fritz, this time to the right side, and again, Unity all over that. So they sniff out that run play, and they've been all over on the first 2 tries.
Yeah, trying to laterally run against this Unity defense is tough to do. There's a lot of speed at the linebacker level. There, Toby Traxel, number 35, comes over from the inside to sniff that out and put a big hit on Fritz.
And they play that 4-3 defense. So they load that box. They have their linebackers very athletic who come at you. So as you can see, that speed looking pretty nice. So now 2nd and 8 for the Spartans. Got a man in motion. Again, the handoff here to their speedy little running back. Dwight Colvin, the sophomore who had a great game when he was on Saturday Night Rivals 3 weeks ago. He led their offense where they were stalling for a bit, and every time they gave it to Colvin, he made a big play. And again, going back to the little sophomore.
Yeah, I was excited to see Colvin in person. Again, he had that kind of a breakout game against Monticello a few weeks ago, and he's got some speed coming out of the backfield.
All right, so 3rd and 2 here after Colvin picked up 7 yards on his first carry. They go right back to the little sophomore, and Unity sniffs it out. Beautiful play there. Ethan Maibach, the junior, all over it. right back to the line of scrimmage.
Interesting spot of the field right here for Unity. You're on the plus side, so you're for St. Joe. I'm sorry, you're in Unity territory. You're on the opposite side of the 50. Do you go for it and go play the field position game? But it looks like we got a wishbone formation.
Here we go in the wishbone, 4th and 2. They keep it on the play action. That's an incomplete pass. He was looking for Griffin Meeker, just overthrew him, and on 4th down, they turn over on downs. And when we come back, Unity will have the ball. Stick with us. You're watching our Hickory Rivers Saturday Night Rivals. Welcome back to our Hickory Rivers Saturday Night Rivals game, sponsored by Kirby Medical Center. Spartans and Rockets, we're here in Tolono. It's 0-0. Unity has the ball now for the first time this evening. Quarterback Stephen Miggett here with the handoff. And a beautiful run by Derek Stevens, the senior. Right up the middle, big play. And they've made a Fox, Illinois first down.
You're going to see a healthy dose of Stephen Miggett when Unity is on the field. He is their electric playmaker at quarterback. Can run and throw, so you have to keep track of him.
Absolutely. Scott Hamilton loves him at quarterback. Spoke to him in preseason when we were doing our Saturday Night Rivals preseason previews. And, you know, he knew he's had Miggett for a long time now. He's a senior. He's leading this team, or he's a junior, excuse me. So him playing as a sophomore has really grown as a quarterback and as a leader.
And not only, you know, starting as a sophomore, he started 14 games as a sophomore. And
right, led them all the way to the state title.
Yeah,
exactly.
Played in a state title game. So that's a unique experience that he has now.
So, all right. Excuse me, Adam. We just want to remind you that Saturday Night Rivals is available streaming live online. You can log on to SaturdayNightRivals.com. You can also find complete game videos and photos from this season's games. So now 2nd and 2 for Stephen Miggett and the Unity offense.
Yeah, it looks like they had a little trouble at the spot. It was not actually a first down. Got a little ahead of themselves.
Another handoff here by Miggett. To Kean Eckstein, the junior fullback, and they've made, again, a Fox, Illinois first down.
I think this one was true this time.
And what's so good about Scott Hamilton's offense is all of his playmakers are juniors.
Yeah,
you know, they've been able to play at such a young age. And so again here, Miggett with the keeper. He can do that, and he does it here. Shakes one guy, shakes another one to the outside. No one is going to get him. Stephen Miggett from 35 yards out. That is a touchdown, Rockets.
There is a flag, and I would have to guess they are going to call a personal foul on Miggett for taunting there at the end of the run.
I mean, a little bit.
In a game like this, you're going to see it. But Coach Hamilton is not going to be happy with him on that one.
I thought he was just pointing to make sure to block that guy just in case he comes at me.
That's
what I would tell. That's what I would tell
After
Coach
the
Hamilton.
score, unsportsmanlike, number 6 for taunting, 15 yards. It'll be assessed on the kickoff. It is a touchdown.
So a little bit of Illinois rubbing off on Unity here with the touchdown celebrations, the excessive touchdown celebrations. But you check out the replay here, just beautiful moves by Miggett. Does it all himself. Finds himself all the way to the corner of the end zone. Great run by the junior. And Unity strikes first here in Tolono.
Again, he can do it all. If I'm St. Joe, you have to keep all eyes on him. You're going to see a lot of read plays from Miggett tonight. You need to go back to the sideline and think of what can change, or it could be a long evening.
Extra point good in a game like this, probably a very important extra point. Unity on top of St. Joe Ogden here early in Tolono, 7-0. We'll be right back with your Hickory River Saturday Night Rival. Welcome back to our Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals presented by Kirby Medical Center. Unity just got on the board here at home, 7-0. 7:59 left in the first quarter. So Stephen Miggett with a beautiful run on the read. He gets in 7-0. Now St. Joe has to come back, has to make sure that they can keep up with this Unity offense. What do they need to do here?
You got to weather the storm. You're getting a break here with the penalty that's going to be assessed here. So you're going to be in good field position as long as you have a decent return.
Nice kickoff here. Hauled in by St. Joe to the outside, trying to find that lane and taken down there at the 30-yard line. We have another flag here.
We're going to get a hold on Ogden, so that's going to come back a little bit more.
So getting a little bit of that yardage back.
And great job by the Rocket kickoff coverage team. They really limited St. Joe's opportunities.
24 on the white, holding 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It will be 1st and 10.
All right, so Marty Wright coming back to lead this offense, trying to tie this game up. Marty Wright on the season, 30 for 57, 400 yards, 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. But, of course, it always goes back to that backfield. Fritz leads the way with 425 yards and 7 rushing touchdowns. And, of course, his playmakers on the outside, Griffin Meeker and Mason Coon. So an offense that can absolutely move the ball, they're going to need to see that now.
They're going to have to grind it out. They're going to have to use their size up front against this Unity defense and stop trying to get outside and maybe pound it right at them.
We're in a little I formation here.
You're going to see it a lot tonight.
Fritz nowhere to go. That Unity defense one more time. Kyle Cooper, the safety, coming up and just read that play.
It all starts up front. The Rockets had penetration in the backfield. That defensive line is playing tough. St. Joe's got to establish some kind of run game here. It could be a long night for them.
It seems like every positive yardage they've had is when they went to their sophomore Colvin. With Fritz, it looks like Fritz can't find a groove here. But again, just great defensive play there by the safety to read it and know to come up and make that play. So 2nd and 12 for the Spartans here. Marty Wright holds it all the way. Deep pass here. Oh, almost hauled in with one hand. A great try there by Mason Coon, the senior. Almost, but just too far off his fingertips. Look here, just a beautiful ball. We were speaking about this pregame, how nice of a ball Wright has. Maybe floated it a little bit too much for Coon there.
You know, he's thrown that one into the wind. I think he just put a little too much on it. But Unity's got to be very lucky there. Dawson Kaiser was a step behind Coon on that. If that ball's delivered, Coon could have went to the house.
All right, so going back to that well one more time. 3rd and 12.
This isn't a down St. Joe likes to be at.
Especially at the 12. Yeah. 12 yards to go. Back to pass, the rush is there. Flips it out to Fritz. Fritz loses his feet. Will lose about 5 yards on that one. Now we're looking at about a 4th and 16 here for St. Joe.
So if you take a look at the replay, St. Joe had a screen called to Fritz. Well, half the Unity defense did not fall for the trick and rush the quarterback, and we're just waiting for Fritz to catch that ball. Tried to do a little too much, and that's where he gets tripped up, but not a good drive there for the Spartans.
And you made a great point. You said they don't want to be in that sort of situation. So all Hamilton did was he brought the house, and that linebacker spied right and was all over him. So here we go, punt on 4th and 17. This one crossing midfield. St. Joe will wrap this up at the 39-yard line. So Unity will take over on their own 39-yard line and try to extend their lead here. The Rockets on top of St. Joe Ogden, 7-0 with 6:15 left in the first quarter.
Let's see what kind of changes St. Joe's made here in this second drive. Really need to focus on Miggett. You know he's going to carry the ball. It could be a long evening if he breaks another one here.
Good to see he got back on Coach Hamilton's good graces before this drive. Sure he won't be doing any pointing.
Yeah, I'm sure he got that message loud and clear.
All right, so they went with that read one more time. Miggett kept it, lost his footing.
That's a key play in this Unity offense. You're going to see that play run 16, 17 more times here tonight.
Yeah, it just looked like he lost his footing on that one. Couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 4 yards on that one. 2nd and 14 for the Rockets. Now you look out here, this formation they have going. They have 2 to the outside there on the top of your screen. Miggett rolling out. Finds his receiver across the field. Stevens right out of the slot, gets to the outside, and he also gets a Fox Illinois first down.
I'm not a huge fan of right-handed quarterbacks rolling to their left, but what Miggett did there, he turned his body, set his feet, and delivered a strike to Stevens. That's how you have to do it if you're rolling to that left side.
Reminded me of the Patriots offense where they just get their slot receivers open right across the field. That's exactly what happened there, just a Wes Welker type of play. Found himself across, got the first down. It's 1st and 10 again for Stephen Miggett and the Rockets. Here Miggett with the read, holds it, keeps it, breaks a couple of tackles, picks up about 7 yards. And like you said, if Miggett's going to be picking up 7 and 8 yards a time on first down, it can be a long night for the St. Joe Ogden defense.
Yeah, it's just a simple read play, so he's reading the last Spartan defender on the line of scrimmage. If that guy chases at him, he's going to hand the ball off to Keaton Eckstein and watch him run. If the defender chases Eckstein, then he's going to keep it, and as you saw there, he can do a lot of damage.
So Miggett picks up 6 there, 2nd and 4. This time he hands it off to Dawson Kaiser. Kaiser picks up the 4 yards, and he also picks up a Fox Illinois first down.
Again, they're speeding up this tempo too. They have St. Joe on their heels. They know that. They're playing, again, like the key to the game that I brought up, they're playing the game that they want St. Joe to be in and not the other way around.
That's it, and that was Keaton Eckstein with the handoff. Trying to work our way around this booth up here. Here we go, 1st and 10. This time back to Eckstein. I know he got the ball. Picks up 5 yards on the carry. So obviously it's all about, it starts with that run. And this time they're going right to Eckstein. They're just going to bulldoze their way through this defense. They're going to say, hey, St. Joe, if you're going to beat us, well, you got to stop us.
Yeah, it's almost pick your poison. Do you want Keaton Eckstein to beat you, or do you want Stephen Miggett to beat you? They're both very dangerous. Both do a great job here in Coach Hamilton's offense.
And this bodes well long-term here for this offense, because if they can continue to keep this running going, well, then it helps with that play action that they like to do with their slot receivers. So here, Eckstein again, the handoff. Close to the first down, might be a yard short. We'll see where they mark this.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to be a little short.
So looking at 3rd and 1 here for Stephen Miggett. And the Rockets, a perfect position for the offense here.
Yep, and you're in 4-down territory because kicking would be a long, long field goal. And, no reason to punt. So
this time Miggett will keep it, elects not to hand off to Eckstein, falls short of the first down. We'll have a 4th and 1 here.
That almost looked like maybe a little miscommunication between him and Eckstein. Had looks of a broken play, but Miggett did what he could to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe that half a yard.
4th and 1 here for Unity, and Hunter, he's on the sideline with Mike Madigan, the owner of 4 area Hickory River Smokehouse locations. We like to thank Hickory River for sponsoring Saturday Night Rivals this season.
Thank you so much for being a part of Saturday Night Rivals. So can you just tell us, what are you most looking forward to?
It's a great way for Hickory River to give back to the local communities. We do a lot of work with schools, and we just wanted to get involved with the athletic programs. I think this is a very exciting program for Central Illinois to have these Saturday night matchups with some really premier football teams around the area. And, we have Hickory River restaurants in the markets of these schools, and we've worked with them a lot over the years on charitable events and team feedings and that kind of thing. So this is just an extension of that, Hickory River being more involved in the community. We love to support educational efforts, and athletics is a very important part of an education, I believe. and these communities are very supportive of the restaurant. So it's a way for us to be supportive and to give back.
Well, thank you so much for your time and your support for Saturday Night Rivals. Guys, back up to you.
All right, thank you, Hunter. So great to have Hickory River Smokehouse sponsoring our game. Now it's time to play the OMG BBQ Scratch to Win game from Hickory River. Text Rivals to 43817 to enter. Standard carrier and data rates may apply. We'll receive one message with a link to the game from an automated system. Consent not required for purchase. Text HELP for mobile. Privacy policy and terms and conditions. Visit CW23TV.com. So here on 4th and 1, and Unity will pick up the first down. There, Eckstein picks it up 3 yards on the carry, and that will be a Fox, Illinois first down. We like to give you an update on the Cubs game. First inning, and the Cubs already down to business. Chris Bryant doubles off the left field wall. That would score Dexter Fowler. So right now in the first inning, Cubs up 1-0 on the Dodgers. Not wasting any time, Adam, huh?
No, I'd love to hear it.
So here we go now, 1st and 10 for Unity at the 23-yard line. Here, the pass out to the outside. And completes it to Derek Stevens. He'll pick up 5 yards there. So we'd like to thank Illini Oil Change, our Red Zone sponsor this year. From Saturday Night Lights to crisp weekend afternoon, here's to football and to the players who make it great. Good luck this season from Illini Oil Change.
Great job by Stevens on the simple screen pass. Had a guy in his face, just made one move to turn that potential disaster play into a 4-yard gain.
And that what makes them so dangerous is they set up that run and then they're able to go out to their receivers and gain yardage on that. So 2nd and 6 here. Eckstein with the carry, just muscling his way through the middle in that St. Joe Ogden defense, where he was caught at the line of scrimmage and he's just carrying guys for extra yardage. Now it's 3rd down and 2 for this Unity Rockets offense.
It looks like St. Joe has changed. They've loaded the box a little bit more. They've added more guys towards the line of scrimmage. One unique thing that they do, Colvin, the sophomore running back, is
and what a great
defensive
read.
lineman.
What a great read by the junior quarterback, Niggett. He saw the linebacker right there in Eckstein's face. And look how he sells it so perfect. Waits to the very last second, holds it, and he picks up a Fox, Illinois first down.
Again, simple read play. It's a staple of Unity's offense. You're going to see it a lot tonight.
And I wouldn't be surprised if we see it here. 1st and goal at the St. Joe 4-yard line. The handoff to Eckstein. Eckstein again pushing his way in, battling. Picks up 2. 2nd and goal. St. Joe Unity 2-yard line. And they're going to let the clock tick on this one. And the first quarter is in the books here from Tolono. Unity looking to strike again. The Rockets already on top of St. Joe Ogden, 7-0. Stick with us. You're watching our Hickory River Saturday Night Rivals.